Rush Hour Podcast. Lakers World Order. Eric Kwan and Angry Lakers Fan.
Nobody does it better.
What is up, man? We are here, man. Still waiting on EQ, man. But we here with another episode of Rush Hour. We gonna we gonna discuss 5 trades that came across our desk, man. Like 5 trade proposals, all involving centers that came across our desk, man. We gonna discuss them one by one by one. But first, we gonna start off with Reg Dog in the building. Look, Reg Dog. Look, man. I think you love your own. I think you love your own interest music. That's what it is, huh, Reg? Is that what it is, brother? Is that what it is?
Can we get a motherfucking moment of silence for this small chronic break?
Bang.
And we got Lakers All Day Dope in the building. What up, Lakers All Day Dope? The Beige brother, part of the Beige Brigade. Over there looking like a breadstick with hair. How's it going, Lakers All Day Dope? Not to be confused with Lakers All Day Every Day, of course. We got Daniel Berry Sports in the building. What up, man? Another member in the chat, man. Hey, Daniel Berry Sports. I know you be coming by, to speak and leave, but I need you to give me your favorite song so I can turn it into your interest theme, man. I give every member an interest theme. So you can't be the only member without one, man. I gotta give you your own interest theme. Detroit God, what up, man? What up? What up? What up? How's it going, man? Oh, we got the man of the hour right here, man. We gotta introduce him the right way.
Bang, bang.
What's going on, EQ?
Not much.
You had a chance to look at these 5 trades, man, and get
Yep.
some notes down.
Mhm.
He answered that kind of quick. I don't know. I
Mhm.
don't know if it's gonna be good news or not, but yeah, man. I already told the viewers, man, that we about to go over these 5 trades that came across our desk, man. We gonna go over them one by one to see how we feel about each one, to see if the Lakers should, at least pursue that, or do we just think it's straight up bullshit? But we're gonna get this show rolling, man. We're gonna get this show rolling, and I'm gonna have the trade scenarios on the screen, not pictures, but in banner form, so y'all can read it. Because I don't want no pictures taking up the screen. So if y'all want to follow along with the trades, it will be on the screen. Um, So, I'm interested. I'm very interested in hearing what EQ got to say about each trade. But we're going to start off with the Lakers receive Isaiah Stewart and Lindy Waters III, and the Pistons receive Dalton Connect, Gabe Vincent, Shake Milton, two pick swaps in 2026 and 2028. How you feel about that trade, man?
Okay, so we get a big and I just do it.
Hmm.
And we get a backup guard. And they get Connect and Gabe Vincent. And they waive Shake Milton as a non-guaranteed contract
Hmm.
and two pick swaps.
And isn't Lindy Waters like a 3 and D type guard?
He's a backup.
So he's not starting material.
No.
So the only one that'd be starting is Isaiah Stewart. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I want to know if Detroit know anything about Lindy Waters too, man, because him living out there, him being from there. I mean, I'm sure he watches whether he wants to or not. I'm sure he watches Pistons games, when it reach across the TV screen. But looking into this trade, EQ, like, how would you feel if Rob Pelinka picked up the phone, offered this trade, and Detroit accepted? How would you feel about that?
If Detroit accepted this trade,
Yeah, if Rob Pelinka picked up the phone, offered everything you see on the screen, and Detroit accepted it.
I mean, Detroit gets another shooter as a replacement for Malik Beasley as a free agent. Um, that'll be Detroit's side of point of view that they would get Connect instead of paying Malik Beasley in the offseason.
So, and that's the part I didn't catch. I'm glad you brought that up because they won't have to pay Malik Beasley, who was one of their sharpshooters.
Mm-hmm.
They get a younger, 3 level scorer in Dalton Connect, who will be very, very much cheaper than Malik Beasley
Mm-hmm.
is.
Mm-hmm.
So, my thing is, I'm sure they'll do it for that. But I'm wondering, are they willing to part ways with Isaiah Stewart? And are the Lakers willing to take on Isaiah Stewart? Because he's a Rottweiler. He's a dog. But he does get into fights. We might see our young version of Draymond Green, and he getting suspended, and it's a cool guy to have on your team. Every team needs a dog, okay? But do we really
No,
want a dog that have a chance to being suspended and
well, maybe. No, just, I mean, just hope that it doesn't become a fight like the TMZ thing between him and LeBron, right?
right? And that's one thing I do remember, and I
Mm-hmm.
completely forgot about. They almost got into a bloodbath, man. I believe Isaiah Stewart had like a busted what he had a busted
Yeah.
eyebrow or something like that.
Boy.
Like he was bleeding from the eyebrow.
I mean, and then Detroit, they would have to pay Jalen Duren in the offseason. In order
Hmm.
for them to do that, they had to trade one of their pieces, which is Isaiah Stewart. So they'll be getting a replacement for Malik Beasley and Don Connect. And they'll be parting ways with Isaiah Stewart, so they pay Jalen during the offseason. So,
So you saying that Detroit would have no problem with like going younger and going with
mm-hmm.
Durant instead of Isaiah Stewart?
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Mr. Laid Back? He said he don't want Joel Embiid.
No, that's not in that's not in these. Oh,
Nah. Joel Embiid is Joel Embiid is not in this category. We still got four more trades to talk about, but Joel Embiid is not one of them. If you look at the thumbnail, you will see three of them in the thumbnail. So it looks like it'll work for both sides, but my only concern would be Isaiah Stewart possibly getting suspended. Other than that, I'm cool with Isaiah Stewart being on the Lakers because like I said, especially when the playoffs come, we need that dog, especially at the big man position. We need
well,
that dog.
that's a big question, big baby. I don't know what LeBron's gonna do in the offseason.
He said, "I'm actually doing a trade, so I know what the LeBron's doing."
I don't know what he's doing though. That's the question. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, nobody knows what he's doing but him and his family at this point.
Yep.
So, and by the way, salute to Big Baby.
Dom DeMarco.
Pull up in motorcades. I got a show today. It's all I'm trying to do.
Bang,
Hustle and motivate.
bang.
Yeah, nobody knows what LeBron James is doing. I mean, he didn't even show up to the Met Gala, man. He was day to day for the Met Gala. Didn't show up. Claims he has a sore knee or ankle, whatever it is. So hopefully he gets better. Wish him a speedy recovery, especially if he's going to still be on the Lakers. We need him healthy. So in my opinion, we're going to see the same thing LeBron has done over the past summer. Every summer, he's going to think about it all summer, wait till the last minute, probably like in August, and around the time that you will see Luka Dončić signing his extension, and telling everybody what he gonna do. So that's basically what it is. That's the thing I hate when somebody has a player option because you're waiting on them. Like if it was a team option, the team can make that choice. They could speed up the process and say, yeah, we're gonna keep him, we're gonna let him walk. You know, that's why I love team options. I hate player options and no trade clauses,
Yep.
which he has both. So yeah. You said, what do you say? You said, my apologies, I'm not doing any trades and I know it. Oh, okay. Um, yeah, man. I mean, if you have nothing else to say about this trade, we can get to the next one,
No,
EQ.
no, I don't.
All right. We about to get to the next trade, y'all. Number two. We got the Lakers receive Wendell Carter Jr., while Orlando receives Dalton Connect, Shake Milton, an unprotected 2031 first rounder, and pick swaps in 2028 and 2030.
Well, this is a easy move for Orlando because of the fact that the Bankeros extension kicks in, and they're trying to cut some luxury tax on their end.
Mm-hmm.
They'll take Dalton Connect. They'll waive Shake Milton because of the non-guaranteed contract.
Right.
They'll get a 2031 first and the two pick swaps. So they actually save mid-level money because they ship Wendell Carter, they take up Dalton Connect and the three picks, right? So
Yep. I mean, it'll work out for them as far as the picks go if assuming we are shitty in 2028 and 2030. Because those are pick swaps.
I hope not. I mean, we get Luka and we become terrible. I don't know about that. I'm gonna feel terrible. Like,
I mean, we definitely won't be terrible in the backcourt.
yeah,
You just gotta hope, what the front court's gonna be like. And anybody that just joining, we're going through
it's
five
our
different
God.
trades. Yeah, we're going through five different trades that came across our desk. All centers. We're focused on all centers. Okay, all centers. That's the second trade we're talking about. Lakers receive Wendell Carter Jr. Orlando will receive Dalton Connect, Shake Milton, an unprotected 2031 first rounder, and pick swaps in 2028 and 2030. Carter Jr. Detroit guy said Carter Jr. does not fix the team. Lord have mercy. What are we doing with ourselves? I'm going to be in jail every basketball season. That's what Detroit guy said. I mean, how do you feel, EQ? Like, what do you think Wendell Carter Jr. could bring to the team that we're lacking in the center position?
Rebounding.
Hey, that's good enough for me.
Yeah, rebounding. Number one. Yep.
That's good enough for me. We trash at that right now.
Yep, we are.
Like we have Alex Lynn, we have Jackson Hayes, we had
Jameson.
Jemison, and we had
And
Koloko,
so
and
there's no way
none of them were good rebounders, EQ.
there's no way it could get any worse.
Right. None of them were good rebounders. Not even well we only saw a sample size of
When
Maxi
the Bucks being
Kleber.
healthy.
Yeah, so what does his
And Matt,
contract look like?
Master Cleveland,
Nah, Wendell Carter Jr.
he's making $12 million.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm sure all that could be enough. And they'll
Yeah,
love the fact that some of that money gonna fall off the books with Shake Milton.
yeah.
Because even if they do go past the July 20th deadline, the
Mm-hmm.
next season he'll still have non-guaranteed money. So
Yep, yep.
so
And
basically it could be
Orlando
a
gets
high Orlando
Orlando
what?
Orlando gets an offensive player that
Yeah.
they needed. So
Yep. Yep.
and they
It
do
could
need
take.
scoring. They do need scoring.
I mean, you never know. He could be that. Depending on how long they keep KCP,
Mm-hmm.
he could be one of those options that they call upon.
Mm-hmm.
The hell you talking about, big baby?
They want a physicality kind of a center than a finesse center. That's what it sounds like.
I mean, we just passed one up, man. Our first one we talked about was Isaiah Stewart. I mean, you can't get no more physical than that. The dude should be part of UFC, if you ask me.
Or
Yeah,
what's that? Or Bellator. Or
yeah.
man,
Shout out to Humble
I,
Sports in the
I
building.
mean, hey, he was a Chicago Bull in the beginning of his career. He was traded by Vucevic, and he's
Yeah,
still there in Orlando. So still there.
yeah, yeah. They both still in their trade destinations.
Mm-hmm.
Before I go further, shout out to Humble.
Dom DeMarco.
Be humble. Sit down.
Dom DeMarco.
Bang, bang.
I personally like Wendell Carter Jr.
Well, Wendell Carter's not a project. He's been in the NBA since he was a one and done. So he's been in the league for 7 years. So he's not a project at this point.
Yeah, he's a vet.
He's a vet.
He's definitely a vet. And like EQ mentioned, like he does bring in some stuff that none of our other centers are bringing, and that's rebounding for one. I mean, he is a decent scorer, um, but I don't
You
think we're
don't
gonna need too much scoring from him.
you don't need a 20-point scorer
Nah,
at that
you
position.
don't.
No.
You don't. You don't. Um, he can be one of them guys that can help out Luka by spreading the floor and grabbing rebounds when Luka
Yeah,
doesn't have to.
he is selling. That is my point. He's not a project anymore. He's who he is. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's it. And that trade right there is not really a lot if you think about it. Because Shake Milton is not guaranteed. He barely even
Unless
plays. Um,
they're thinking they could be bad at unless they're thinking they could be bad by 2028.
yeah, like that, and that's what about 3 years away. I don't think I think those pick swaps is not going to even matter And that's what I don't think we're gonna be bad in 2028 and
I
2030.
don't think they could be worse than Orlando in those years.
No. I'm cool with the unprotected first rounder way in 2031. I'm cool with that. And you got Shake Milton who never plays, and Dalton Connect. Even though I like him, like he lost a lot of minutes.
They need an offensive player.
Yeah. So yeah, man, we got three more to go through. Y'all gonna see who's up here, but we got three more to go through. I personally like. Okay, looking at both of these, right? So far,
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually more intrigued with Isaiah Stewart because of his physicality.
Oh, here we go. Vital one Duke players. I mean, that's the first time I've heard it in a long time. I mean, it's not the first time, but yeah.
He said I don't want Duke players.
I
I ain't
mean,
worried about what.
we had Brian Ingram. He was a Duke player, and he wasn't terrible. Like, I mean,
Yeah, we got a Duke head coach.
yeah, we got JJ Redick was also a former Duke basketball player. I mean, yeah, it's funny. But
I mean, I don't care where the player comes from, as long as they can
no,
play.
as long as
Like
they could, as long as they have the mindset to play. I mean,
that's right. I don't care because once they get out of college and put on that purple and gold, they're Lakers. I mean, you may look at the Knicks core as Villanova, but I mean,
or all the other Duke players are on different teams, but that's about it.
right. But as we going through these, y'all can chime in as well. I mean, but we trying to stay on topic. We're trying to stay
Yep.
on topic as far as the players. We don't want to get too far ahead. But yeah, if
Yeah,
you ain't
like,
got nothing if you ain't got nothing
like
to say about this trade,
I think number one looks like a winner so far.
yeah, with Isaiah Stewart and
Yeah.
Lindy Water, yeah, I like that
Yep.
one too. I
Mm.
like that one too. All right, y'all, we getting into number three, man. Uh, this one is this is a lot of people's
Uh
choice
oh.
for the longest, but we're about to get to it, man. We got Lakers receive Walker Kessler, and Utah received Dalton Connect, an unprotected 2032 first rounder, and pick swaps in 2026, 2028, 2030, and 2031.
Okay. Now this one's probably Charles Barkley's favorite player coming out of his school that he went to.
Hmm.
Since he's been talking a lot about Walker Kessler. Um, whew, man, this haul of draft picks and don't connect as well.
That's a lot of draft picks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you want 2032, you want 26, 28, 2030, and 31.
But that's a Danny Age type trade, though. He wants the auto draft picks. That could be a Danny Age type trade. Like,
Uh,
and
unless unless Utah thinking we got Markkinen, they got what Filipowski, they got what John Collins, they got I mean they got a lot of centers, even centers for uh smaller lineups playing the
hmm
small ball five.
it just seemed
I mean
like that. It just seemed like Utah is always,
they always want to
stuck,
haul picks no matter who it is. Like,
and it's like they never do anything with them.
yeah, because the fact that they wanted a first round pick for Sexton, nobody bought it. They wanted a first round pick for Jordan Clarkson. Nobody bought it. They wanted 1 and 3 first round picks for Markkinen. Nobody bought it. So it's like they're just overselling the players at the highest rate possible. which is kind of like a finesse kind of thing, like he always done. Yeah, he's got 4 picks in 2025, which is a month and a half from now. He's got 4 first round picks. So,
Wait, he got 4 first round picks this year?
well, he's got 4 draft picks total. So that's a lot.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 4 picks in 2025, which is crazy. And
And,
their
and how
case, they
many
have
of
a
them are
full
first
roster.
round?
I'm in the first round. 2.
Yeah. Oh,
2.
okay. Damn. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, but their roster's already full, and I don't think they can fit all those draft picks in that team. So, yeah, they got the Minnesota pick and they got the Cleveland pick. Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder if they can give us one of those first round picks back since we giving them Dalton Connect, somebody that's proven already. They ain't got to draft him.
Let me see. Let me recheck. They have. Okay, they have. Utah is at. Yeah, they got their own first round pick and the draft pick from the Minnesota pick because they got a draft pick for Rudy Gobert and Mike Conley. So, I mean, that's the only 2 first round picks they have. So that
God.
Gobert and the Conley trade got him a first round pick from Minnesota.
Yeah, they got a haul back from Minnesota for
Gobert and Conley.
yeah.
Um,
I remember that trade.
and they also got a second round pick from Dallas for who was he for? Hold on. Oh yeah, that was all part of the Jalen Hood-Schifino. I forgot about that pick that they have. They got a second round pick for Hood-Schifino. I forgot about that. Oh man, who am I kidding? Okay.
That's crazy. I forgot about that name, man. That
Yeah.
like that that name just went into irrelevancy real quick as soon as he left. Like,
Yeah. Okay, so they got 2 second round picks. One was part of the Schifino trade, and they got 1 first round pick from the Conley Gobert trade.
hmm
So they got 4 picks this year.
and like you said, how they gonna fit all them picks on their roster?
Yeah, the roster's already full, unless they have to make their own trades before the draft happens.
They gonna have to. They definitely gonna have to.
I mean, this trade here. I mean, how are they gonna connect on their roster if their roster is full? Like, they can't just get an extra player and don't connect, and they only give up Walker Kessler. like, I don't know.
I think if they were to get rid of Walker Kessler, they're gonna try to find their other center in the draft.
Well, they got Filipowski last year, and then they also have John Collins from the Atlanta trade. They got marketing
Yep.
from the Donovan Mitchell trade.
It just seemed like Utah's like a dead end, man.
Yeah, they're just collecting assets. Yeah,
Like 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 they have an abundance of talent over there, but they can't do anything.
yeah, they can't win. I mean,
I
the
don't
West is
know.
tough. I mean, what you trying to say? Like they could beat OKC, Denver, Minnesota. That's a tough
Nah.
division. That's a tough division. Like,
Oh yeah, they're in that division.
yeah,
Minnesota, OKC, and Denver.
yeah,
Oh yeah, that's why they so fucking
yeah.
good. Yeah, they're in the wrong division.
Mhm.
All right, my lips are sealed. My bad. I didn't know they division was that fucking strong.
Yeah, yeah. Got
And
a got a number one seed in OKC, Denver who won the championship,
hmm
and Minnesota who's in the playoffs against Golden State. So
yep, you got a team that's number one, like you said. You got a team that put out the Lakers, and you got Denver who just won a championship about
hmm
2 years ago.
hmm
Yeah, Utah is
they're
all
stuck.
right. This is my thing though. Like
hmm
at this point, y'all not going anywhere. Just I will blow that whole team up and just start over with these picks and just try to do something like OKC did.
Unless you put Utah in the Eastern Conference.
Damn, they really get fucked up over there. They
Well,
got to go through.
I mean, if they put them with Chicago and Indiana and Detroit, and I mean Cleveland, I mean, well, actually, well, I mean that's the other option. There's like, where do I to play in the Cleveland division or playing the OKC division at Denver? I don't know.
Well, right now the division that they in,
It's
it's no getting out of that. I mean,
yeah,
this is why I'm like, if you in that position anyway, you might as well just blow it up. Get rid of all these big contracts like
yeah,
Markkinen and Collins and
yeah. They're just asking too much. That's the problem.
yeah, they are. Like I will just look as a GM, you got to do what's best for your team, and sometimes that comes with cutting your losses. Like you gotta blow this shit up. Like if you're gonna trade Walker Kessler, you might as well just blow the whole team up. Just blow the team up. You got a whole shitload of picks that can fill out your roster.
And they got a young
Just
core.
you got a young core, and they got 4 picks in this draft alone.
hmm
You can build a starting lineup out these picks.
Well, they have a starting lineup last year. They could just fill out the entire bench at this point.
Yeah, yeah.
They have a starting five. They just need a bench.
He said Danny Ainge is trying to mimic what Red Auerbach did, stack up a lot of first
Mm,
round picks and trades,
yeah,
but that's not going to work.
no, that that style is that style is outdated at this point.
Yeah, it's a totally different time too. Like
hmm
it worked back then, but
It doesn't
this
work
day
now.
and age, yeah, it doesn't work now. But hey, if you think it's gonna work, man, just label them as crazy.
Uh,
Because
yeah, but
because
five picks for Kessler. Ooh, that's that's a rough one now. 5 picks for
yeah,
Kessler
five picks.
and to give up connect. That's 6-4-1. Oh,
But we're actually not. If you look at it, we're not losing picks. They're pick swaps. So we either
yeah,
get
that's
our pick or
value.
theirs.
I mean, those picks are something if they're bad in 2026, which is next year. I mean,
Yeah.
just hoping not for a first round exit.
So with the pick swaps, we gotta hope that they're bad, huh? Or they gotta hope that we're bad.
Yeah, they gotta hope that the Lakers are bad.
But if they're bad,
Mm,
we get to swap their pick, or the pick swap
mm,
only works with them.
the pick swap works for them because they have the rights to swap.
Oh, okay.
hmm
I wish we had that. We was in that position where we can.
Unless unless we trade a big contract to get those swap rights, but that's not gonna
Right.
happen. So
Yeah. I mean, so technically, since we're swapping for technically on the surface, it's Dalton Connect and an unprotected 2032
hmm
that we're giving away.
hmm
I mean, that's not bad for Walker Kessler. I mean, I don't. 2032 is 6 years away almost.
wait, 2031 it says, right?
Nah, the unprotected 2032 first rounder.
Okay.
The 2031 is a pick swap.
Ye- Yeah, they also made a deal to get rid of THT for Pat Bev. Yeah, but that did not include picks. So the
He said, "Taylor Horton, fucker."
yeah, Tucker was not for a first round pick. It was Westbrook. Westbrook was traded Utah for a first round pick.
That's
Um,
how you. That's how you know Utah is in the dumps, man. They had a chance to keep
I mean, it's true.
Westbrook.
They took a first round pick so that they could take Westbrook off the Lakers' hands.
Hmm. And spoiler alert for everybody, man. Dalton Connect is in all these trades. I'm just letting y'all know. All these trades involve Dalton Connect.
Uh, it,
Okay.
it looks like number one is the better option so far.
Isaiah Stewart, yeah. I'm still loving that one. If Rob Pelinka pulls that off with what was put that out there, or maybe a little less, knowing Rob
I
Pelinka,
mean,
you try to get a deal out of
that,
it. I'll be
no,
happy.
I mean that's what I'm saying. Detroit, they took Westbrook, they bought him out, they took less luxury tax, they got a first round pick out of it. That's what Utah did.
But that's the thing, Detroit. What is Utah's system?
Exactly. Utah has no system right now. Yeah,
Yeah, what is their system? Like they, because you can have all the talent you want, but if you don't have a system, it's not going to work.
it's like a roster change of young players every year.
Yeah, and I'm sure Utah Jazz fans are really getting sick of it at this point.
They're hoping they get the number one pick this year in the lottery. That's what they're hoping for.
He said Utah system is slow, pick and roll. Oh, just like the old Jazz, pick and roll.
No, they're not that slow. Like they got marketing, they got Kessler. They're not that slow. No, they're not. They're not that slow. Like, and then they can run different action with George and the guy who played for USC. Yeah, they run that. I mean, sure, they're the ones who were. I mean, they torched the Lakers recently. mean, I think Utah blew up the Lakers by how much that game? That game was so awful. Even when Luka was playing, like, that was
Yeah,
awful to watch.
yeah, that game is forgetful. Like
Hmm.
you wanna get that game out your head.
Yeah, exactly. Especially Utah, out of all teams.
Right.
Um,
And they showed that they wanted that game more. Even
yeah,
though Utah
especially in
never have
front of home
anything to
fans.
play for.
Especially in front of home fans.
Right. But I mean, that's Utah's problem. I mean, they want to keep on being a middle of the road team, but shit.
Well, they're
By all
stuck
means,
because they're stuck because their division's too tough to get out of. Like,
yeah, it is. That's why I'm saying if you're gonna be there with those big contracts, you might as well start over and have smaller contracts. You can't get no worse than what you are now at the bottom of your division.
like what OKC used to do.
Yeah, just start over. Like if I have if I have like two players making damn near max money, but I'm always at the bottom of my division, I can do that with a team of rookies
I
and
mean,
pay
that's
less money out.
that's what OKC basically did when they moved on from Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and Chris Paul.
And they just gave that coach a extension, I think.
Yeah, they did.
Utah, I don't know. I really don't know what his system is. I mean, he's Detroit said it's pick and
Well,
roll.
well, they. If he was in the Boston coaching staff as an assistant back then, so they're probably trying to run. Yeah, but don't run that Boston system they currently have, which is taking 53 point attempts a game. That's not gonna win you games now. Just to let
Nah,
them know. No.
I mean, look, it didn't work for Celtics yesterday.
Yeah, it shouldn't work for Utah either. I'm just saying.
That's right. I'm gonna be the biggest Knicks fan this round. Beat them fucking Celtics, man. Take them out.
Well, Brunson.
You know, fuck the Celtics, man. So
Uh,
far, the Knicks took out another team I hate in the Pistons, and they looking like they want to beat the Celtics. I'm loving it.
yeah,
I'm loving it. Take them out.
okay. Number 4.
About to get to number 4, y'all. This should be interesting. We got the Lakers receiving Jaren Jackson Jr. and Brandon Clark, and Memphis receiving Austin Reaves, Rui Hachimura, Dalton Connect, an unprotected 2031 first rounder, and pick swaps in 2026, 2028, 2030, and 2032. So I'm gonna read that for y'all again. The Lakers receive Jaren Jackson Jr. and Brandon Clark. You know, they can intertwine with the 4 and the 5 positions. You got and you getting rid of Austin Reaves, Rui Hachimura, Dalton Connect, and an unprotected 2030 first rounder, 2031 first rounder, should I say, and pick swaps in 2026, 2028, 2030, and 2032. Seem
Okay,
like a lot of
so
picks.
this is the first one I saw before I was on here, and I'm like, Jaren Jackson's going somewhere? I'm
Mm.
like, the only problem is that do I want Jaren Jackson as the third high playing salary with LeBron and Luka? That's the question. Like, I know LeBron's not taking a pay cut. I know Luka's
No,
not taking a pay cut, and neither is
no.
Jaren Jackson. So, like, you're gonna have 3 top max contracts on this team,
Mm-hmm. Along with Brandon Clark.
and Brandon Clark is like he's a solid backup when he's healthy. I don't think his medicals are good the last few years. So, I mean, it'll be nice to have Jaren Jackson, but the thing is that you're gonna have 3 top heavy contracts going forward. Like,
I mean, I believe. Hold on, before we go further, shout out to Major Level Entertainment. Thank you for the donation,
Here
brother.
comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
I'll make sure to send. I'll make once the YouTube money come to my check this month, come to my checking account this month. I make sure all the donations on this channel or any other episode of Rush Hour going forward, half of that money is going to go to Mr. EQ over here. So EQ gets $1 of that $2.
um,
Let me get that off the screen.
so basically, this is a nice deal for LA, even though the 3 top heavy contracts in 2026. I mean, that's what they've been trying to do, even though Jaren Jackson and Luka would be a nice tandem down the road after 2026. At least you
So,
have a solid defender next to Luka.
so do you think that Memphis is another one of those teams that should kind of break it up?
Yep, that's what I was gonna say. On the other side, like Memphis
Yeah.
could take Austin Reed's expiring contract, Ruiz, keep Connect as their young core, and use the 2031 first with the 26, 28, 30, and 32 swaps.
Hmm.
So, I mean, it'll be a nice collection for Memphis. I mean, even if Memphis decides to, let's say, go to the bottom of the West, they could move Austin Reeves, they could move Rui, and get future assets for them. I mean, it's going to be a nice shape of both teams.
Yeah, I think Memphis would love Austin Reeves.
As
Like
an
they,
expiring contract. Yeah.
yeah, they're gonna love Austin Reeves. They might, hey, they might end up signing him. Like, see if he can sign an extension.
Well, the only question is Desmond Bain makes max money, and the whole question with John Morant. I mean, that backcourt's going to be, I don't know what it's going to be if Austin Reeves is there. I don't know. Like, you're telling me that Austin Reeves is going to take John Morant's spot next year? I mean, I don't know. Like,
I mean, he's not as athletic as John Morant. I believe he's a better scorer than John Morant.
I mean, Memphis is just an interesting team to see in the summer. What they really going to do?
Yeah, I wonder who's gonna, put their hat in not their hat, put their name in the hat for John Morant because
Or
it was
Jaren Jackson.
rumors, or Jared, yeah, because it's been rumors that they're about to move off of John Morant. There's been rumors. So who's gonna take that on?
Or Jaren Jackson.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind having Jared Jackson Jr. and Brandon Clark. That's gonna bring some more.
Yeah.
I mean, Brandon Clark is probably most likely gonna take Rui Hachimura's spot.
It's going to bring rebounding. It's
Yep,
going to bring defense.
yep.
And hopefully they stay healthy.
Hmm.
And that's about it. Like defense and rebounding.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna look similar to how it looked for Luka in Dallas. You got those
With
kind of
Gafford and
athletic,
Lively.
yeah,
Yeah, Lively.
those athletic defensive bigs down there. So
And Jaren Jackson's the defensive player of the year.
there you go.
Mm-hmm.
I would love that, and if we could somehow get Marcus Smart too, like from Washington, that'd be
Oh
great.
boy. Don't tell me that Washington trades on the board too.
No, 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 no. It's not. This just all big men. This is all sinners.
Okay.
This is all
Okay.
sinners. We still got one more to go through, but it's all sinners. That's all it is. Um, man, my thing is this, man. I think
It's a tough trade to take if you have to take three max contracts. I mean, three top heavy contracts, and the rest of the team you don't know what you're gonna build around.
all right. See, here's the thing. So far, number four and number one are my two favorites,
Mm-hmm.
but they both come with huge cons. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
because
Health
Triple J, does get hurt. You know,
and same with Brandon Clark.
and same with Brandon Clark, and then Isaiah Stewart.
Yep.
He gets
He
teed up and he gets into trouble and
and he didn't play much in the Knicks series. He didn't
right,
play much.
right. Like wonder how he would do on the Western Conference against these other centers out here, like a Rudy Gobert, like a Jokic, like a Hardenstein, like a Kessler,
Chad
you know,
Holmgren
or Chet Holmgren. Um,
or
like what would he do against guys like that?
Steven
Anthony
Adams.
and Anthony Davis, Steven
Steven Adams.
Adams.
Man, I wish Steven Adams was on the list, but I don't think he's gonna take the minimum the way their salaries are at. Like,
Yeah, we definitely have to get what we want through trade,
yeah, yeah.
and
Like, that
I'm
needs to be tough.
hoping. Yeah, I'm hoping because none of these trades have getting picks back.
No.
I'm hoping like we like I'm really seeing or hoping if teams are more reluctant to trade since this draft is not as strong as people say. You think people will
Mm,
be willing to trade picks or put picks as part of their trade packages if this
I
draft class is not that strong?
I don't think. No, I think this class is strong. That they're being very cautious of what they trade out. So I heard the opposite. So
Everybody want Cooper Flag, man.
Well, not every single team can get the number one pick, so it's like it's a. Oh no, you did not. They
And what
did not
happened?
lose like that. Never mind. The Pacers came back.
Oh, word for real?
Yeah.
Hey, my dark horse team is showing out, man.
Oh boy.
I was watching that game, and before we went live,
They
Pacers was
were
down by like
they were down by a lot when I saw it. I was like, man, it's gonna be a long game.
down by 20 at one point, like in the
Halliburton did it
beginning.
again. Boy, Halliburton did it again.
Hey, man, it's over for Cleveland, man.
Well, maybe 5 games.
And y'all looked at me funny when I said Pacers is my dark horse team. Y'all looked at me funny.
Well, my dark horse team is also in the series. So,
Yeah, you're going against Golden State, right?
yep.
That can be interesting because Rudy Gobert and Draymond Green got some history.
Well, not just that. It's either okay. What looks worse, getting beat by Halliburton's buzzer beater or Steph Curry's? Hey, I'm just saying, which one looks worse, the Steph Curry buzzer beater or Halliburton? Like,
I would say Halliburton. I mean, you expect it from Steph Curry. You know, even though Halliburton got a funny ass
mhm.
like his shot is funny as
I
hell,
mean,
but it got like a good little arc to the jump shot. That's what's up. I mean, Pacers wasn't down by that much when I before I started the live, but yeah, it's over for Cleveland. It's over for Cleveland. Just like I think it's over for OK. I don't think OKC beating Denver.
yeah, I think Denver has more experience. They've been through the trenches. They've been to the finals. OKC is
Yeah.
just not there yet. Number 5 would be.
Final trade proposal will
Mhm.
be, speaking of the Cavs, Lakers receive Jared Allen, and the Cavs receive Austin
Uh,
Reaves, Dalton Connect, an unprotected 2031 first rounder, and pick swaps in 26, 28, 30, and 32.
well, this is the last one he put up after he hit the buzzer beater. Very
Right.
confident.
Now this one's tricky because
Yeah,
Jared Allen and Kenny Atkinson got history. I don't think
yeah,
he want to
Brooklyn,
part ways with him.
Brooklyn,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Brooklyn. Yep.
I don't think they want to part ways with Jared Allen.
Well, not just that. I mean, Cleveland's backcourt. What thing I do with Garland and Mitchell and Masters and and uh and what Austin Reeves and Don Connect. There's 5 guards and there's only 2 spots. All right.
Yeah, that's the tricky part. Like, will Austin Reeves
And Don
be
Connect.
there to replace Garland?
Well, sure. I mean, Don Connect's gonna. I mean,
Because Garland do
that.
be getting hurt.
Yeah, but what they replace the guy with? Mitchell is more of a 2.
They might put Dalton Connect in, somewhere where, like, see, and that's the thing. I don't know what their contracts look like as far as Max Strus and D Wade and um, who else they got over there.
They got
Um,
let's see.
like, I don't know what their contracts look like.
Okay, so Davin Mitchell's extension kicks in 26. Garland has max money. They have Max Strus is making mid-level at 16. They got, well, Dean Wade's contract is not guaranteed in 26.
So that might be a replacement. Dalton Connect.
Ty Jerome's a free agent. Sam Merrill's a free agent. I mean, they still got 2 spots. I mean, unless they have 2 spots open.
Now, are those unrestricted free agents or restricted?
For
James and the other person you said.
no, Ty Jerome is unrestricted and Sam Merrill's unrestricted.
Okay, so they can go anywhere they choose.
Yeah.
I mean, that'll help out with them. You know, they don't have to pay those guys. I mean, you're getting back an Austin Reaves, who's you basically you're getting back 2 3-level scorers and some pick swaps and a first rounder.
The only tricky part is, Kenny. I don't think Kenny likes to part with Jared Allen since he's familiar.
That's what I was saying. Like, that'd be he'd be great for the Lakers.
But the issue is the fact that their contracts are so top heavy with Garland and Mitchell and Mobley. That's 3 top heavy contracts. And DeAndre Hunter's making 23 and Jared Allen's making 20. So that's like 5 players that make 20 million or more. So I mean that's like the second apron. We got 5 guys making 20 million or more.
And that's for Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that if Cleveland loses this round, which it looks like it's going to happen, but we have seen teams come back. So it's not completely over, but it's looking that way because Indiana all but took home court advantage. Do you think they're going to bring some of them guys back? Do you think they're going to run it back with that squad, even if they lose this round?
They're gonna have to be a second apron team to run this group back, so that they can't make any trades and have to keep the core.
Yeah, I know a lot of times, fans and sports media, they're quick to tell teams to trade players away and all that type of stuff. But, I mean, they were good enough to get in first place.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, they just ran into a really, really good team because the Pacers has been good against Cleveland in recent years.
And they've been to the East Finals.
Yeah, they just ran into a really, really good team. And they didn't have Evan Mobley playing. They didn't have Garland playing. They didn't have Hunter playing.
Yeah, that's -3 of their core players.
Yeah, so look, there's no shame, despite what it looks like. There's no shame in losing to the Indiana Pacers. I mean, they're well coached with Rick Carlisle. They have a point guard that can take over a game through his passing and through his passing and through his scoring. They just have they just, I mean, you don't know all their players, but they play well as a team. Like they're one of those type of teams where you don't know nobody damn near outside of Halliburton, Toppin, and Miles Turner, but they all play like a well-oiled machine.
Siakam,
there you go. Salute, Micah. Hey, we got to introduce you the right way.
Y'all the motherfucker.
T-Pain. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far.
Y'all the Marco.
Bang, bang, bang.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
We just up here on our other episode of Rush Hour. We went through 5. This is our 5th one right here, but we went through 5 different trade scenarios that came across our desk, man. We was up here talking about it. It's all involving centers. All 5 trades involving centers. You know, some of them were our favorites, some of them weren't. But yeah, man, what do you say? He said, is Jared Allen that good that we have to do all of that to get him?
Well,
He's
that's
still. Yeah, go ahead.
that's a tough one. That's a tough one to get because Kenny Atkinson likes him as a center.
Yeah, that one would be tough. If Kenny Atkinson had a say so, I don't think Jared Allen would be going anywhere. Because I believe Jared Allen is still under 30.
And he's making 20 mil.
Yeah, and he's what we need. Trust me, he's what we need. I know you asked, is he that good, Micah? Jared Allen is what we need. Like a defensive big who can rim run. And if you was watching this game, you saw him damn near dunk from the free throw line.
Ugh, that's filthy. Yep.
Yeah, he's an athletic big for sure. Like he's basically a JaVale McGee if JaVale McGee didn't have asthma.
I just think Cleveland needs to bolster that bench, and I think Reaves and Connect would fit their bench. If this trade went through, but it all depends on what Kenny wants.
He said, I've seen him play, didn't watch today's game, but I'm not doubting he can help. I think I saw the pick swaps, and in my mind, it felt like trades. Yeah, the pick swaps means we're not losing picks; we're just swapping with them. The only one we'll be losing is the 2031 pick, first rounder. So basically, what we're giving away, what we're losing, is Austin Reeves, Dalton Connect, and the 2031 first round pick.
But these pick swaps are pretty tricky because let's say Cleveland has a better record than the Lakers in those years, then those swaps will work in 26, 28, 30, and 32, right? Yeah.
You said Cleveland is better than the Lakers
Yeah, if
in those
Cleveland
years?
if Cleveland gets a better record than Lakers in 26, 28, 30, and 32, those picks would be swapped.
Well, depending on what we do or don't do this
Yeah,
summer, I believe they can get a better record in 2026.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
because
So the,
even if Cleveland come back with the same core, I think they could still finish in
have
the
a better
top 3
record.
seed. Yeah,
Yeah.
they could finish in the top 3 seed next year in the East still. Because
But
they're a dangerous team. They were up by 20 at one point without Garland, Mobley, and DeAndre Hunter playing.
yeah. Hey, I didn't put him in there. Hey,
But to tell you the truth, Cuba, these are not our trades. Like
no,
we
it's
didn't
not
come.
mine.
Yeah,
It's
we
not
didn't come
mine.
up with these. We didn't come up with these at all.
It's
We just basically reacting to them. But these not our
it's
trades at all.
it's stuff that's coming from the Laker Nation people.
Yeah, but what I would say is all the trades we went through, Dalton Connect was part of them.
Well, I mean,
Dalton Connect was in. Yeah, Dalton Connect was
most
in
of
every
them.
single trade. What did Michael say? He said, "Man, I just hate that the self-proclaimed GOAT can continue to get all these assets and players, still lose, and we lose more resources because we keep shining his shoes and polishing his nails." Don't let Jalen Green here polishing nails. He gonna take that as an invitation.
No, I don't want no Jalen Green on my team. That's a whole different. That's a whole different kind of player that I don't want.
Yeah, speaking of, man, they trying to say that a lot of people are saying that Houston might be the destination for Kevin Durant.
I mean, Phoenix will probably ask for Probably Reed Shepard. Probably Cam Whitmore. Probably probably Jabari Smith. Phoenix wants a lot of young assets from Houston, and I know what they're trying to do. But try to get as many salaries with a low number so that the second apron would be like a lot less than what it was. But they with KD.
I mean, if they were smart, they'd get some of that defense back from over there, like Dylan Brooks or
Well,
Ahmed.
they're gonna need scoring to replace KD as well.
Well, Jalen Green will have to start that process. He gonna have to start that trade deal.
That would be such a terrible backcourt between him and Devin Booker. That'll be so bad.
It will. Then you still got Bradley Beal.
See, that's why I'm.
That's why before I said I would include Sengun, but I know they ain't gonna get rid of Sengun.
No, they're not getting rid of Sengun. They're gonna put Sengun next to KD.
At least try to get Amin Thompson back.
Oh man, if they throw Amin Thompson there, I would so laugh. Like they're gonna throw in Amin Thompson, the best defender for KD. Like,
And then Phoenix ain't gonna do nothing but trade him away like they did everybody else. You got rid of Mikal Bridges.
yeah, the
And
Mikal
Kenneth.
Bridges. Yeah, Mikal
Yeah.
Bridges. And Mikal Bridges was a bad trade. It was.
Yep. Like basically, everybody you got rid of for Kevin Durant. You should try to be recouping that in a trade, trading them away.
And they were in the NBA Finals not too long ago before they moved him.
Yeah. If whoever you trade Kevin Durant to, you should try to get as much defense back as possible. Because being in the West, you're gonna need it.
Well, they're gonna need a leading scorer since I know Booker's not a leading scorer in that team.
I would make Bradley Beal earn his contract. Like he need to be out there with as a number 2 option. That's what I would do. But they also need a big man too.
I think Phoenix is stuck. Whatever
They
they get
are.
for KD.
They are stuck. They're like a Utah with orange on. That's what they are.
Oh, them and Utah in the same sentence? Man, that's I thought Sacramento was gonna be there too, but
Yeah, I mean the Sacramento Bulls. You know
yeah,
they brought over 2 people that played for the Bulls. They didn't work over there, but they think it would just magically work over here.
maybe they trade for Vucevic. I don't know. Maybe.
They really be the Chicago Kings.
Yeah, it would be.
They'd be better off getting Lonzo Ball. They have a point guard.
Yeah, since they traded De'Aaron Fox are basically, I don't know, like.
They need a point guard.
Yeah, that's a staying Sacramento squad for years after the 2000s.
What did Micah say? He said, LeBron lost in '07 and won and never wanted to feel that L by himself ever again. Since the Heat days, he's had a 2. You talking like Big Baby. I can't read nothing you say.
Yeah, that's a pause. It's a big pause. Yeah, that's a big pause. I'm not reading the rest of it. Nope.
Oh man. Speaking of hold up. Speaking of pause, man. Well, I got y'all attention. My new merch right there. Speaking of pause, If y'all wanna get that merch right there you go, man. Pause. But yeah, man. For everybody that just showed up, I'm gonna go through the list, the whole trading list one more time that we went through. The first one we went through was Lakers receive Isaiah Stewart and Lindy Waters III, and the Pistons received Dalton Connect, Gabe Vincent, Shake Milton, and 2 pick swaps in 2026 and 2028. That was the first one we went through. The second one we went through was the Lakers received Wendell Carter Jr. and Orlando received Dalton Connect, Shake Milton, an unprotected 2031 first rounder, and pick swaps in 2028 and 2030. That was the number 2 one we went through. Number 3 we went through. Everyone's favorite guy, Walker Kessler. Lakers receive him. And Utah get Dalton Connect, an unprotected 2032 first rounder, and pick swaps in 2026, 2028, 2030, and 2031. Then the fourth one we went through was Lakers received Jaren Jackson Jr. and Brandon Clark. And Memphis received Austin Reaves, Rui Hachimura, Dalton Connect, an unprotected 2031 first rounder, and pick swaps in 2026, 2028, 2030, and 2032. And the last one that y'all came in on, pause. Lakers received Jared Allen from the Cavs, and they received Austin Reeves, Dalton Connect, unprotected 2031 first rounder, pick swaps in 2026, 2028, 2030, and 2032. He said, I don't want Stewart for any first rounder. I mean, he is risky, man, because me and EQ talked about it earlier. He is risky, man. Even though he's the dog that we need,
The
he's
the
like a
only
younger Draymond Green, man.
the only way that all those draft picks are going to be bad is if Detroit ends up being better than the Lakers next year in 26, and Orlando has a better record than the Lakers in 26. So all those pick swaps that'd be something in 26. Depends on how they finish in the season next year. Like, do I see Orlando winning more than 50 games? Do I see Detroit winning more than 50 games? I mean, it all depends on what they do in the offseason.
What do Cuban mean by put the starting lineup on the screen?
He's talking about all-time starting lineup with LeBron at the 1, Curry at the 2, KD at the 3, Giannis at the 4, and Jokic at the 5.
That's his starting lineup?
Mm-hmm.
Like his all-time lineup?
Yeah. LeBron at the 1, Curry at the 2, KD 3, Giannis at the 4, and Jokic at the 5.
I mean, that's a cool lineup, but I mean, that's too much scoring and not enough defense.
um,
I can make a defensive lineup that can shut that down.
I'm putting Wemby at the 4 and Jaren Jackson at the 5. I'm putting Kay Cunningham at the 1. I'm putting, what did I put at the 2? What did I put at the 2 against Curry? Hmm.
And this is all time or just current players?
Yeah, current players.
Okay.
So I can't pick. Okay, so I can't pick Curry and can't pick KD. I'll put Luka at the 3.
Luka at the 3. That's interesting.
Yeah, because him and Kate Cunningham.
Okay.
And I'm putting. Man, what did I put at the 2? Like,
You said no team is stopping 2018 Bron, 2016 Curry,
now
2014
you want to
KD.
change the years? Oh my God, you're so not fair. You want to change the years?
So since you doing it by years, that means all time because you're doing years.
Oh
I can do an all time team to stop all of that right now.
man,
I'm putting
there
Gary
you
Payton
go.
on I'm putting Gary Payton on Curry.
God dang it,
Who's your shooting guard?
it's that Curry.
Okay, who's his point guard?
His point guard is LeBron.
Okay, so I gotta find a point guard to put on LeBron then.
Yeah, yeah.
LeBron was getting ate up by Patrick Beverly, so I'm putting Gary Payton on LeBron. He ain't getting past that. I could put Jordan or Kobe on Curry. For KD,
Oh, KD's a KD is.
KD I'm putting Pippen. Uh, Giannis, that's gonna be easy. I can put Rodman on him.
And he got Jokic at the 5.
Put Elijah Wan on him. All these two-way players with defense, man.
Man, if it was current years, that would have been so gonna score on that. What? You got wait, who's yeah, but you got MJ's a leading scorer. You got Hakeem.
How you
That's
gonna
second.
say who gonna? How you gonna ask me who's gonna score on that team? Everybody I've had on that team is a two-way player.
You got Hakeem. You got
Who's a two-way player?
you got
I had I got Gary Payton guarding LeBron. I got Jordan guarding Curry.
okay, so you got Jordan and Olajuwon as the 2 main scorers.
Yep. And I got Pippen guarding Kevin Durant. I got Rodman guarding
And
Giannis. And I
yeah,
got Elijah Wan guarding Jokic.
and Pittman as a third option. Yeah.
All of them can score except Rodman. I mean, everybody. I mean, they could pick up Rodman's slack.
And Game Payne is just gonna be uh
Yeah, they can, Micah.
oh oh the color I made sure that's Phil, right? Cause
Who is the coach?
yeah, that's Phil. Oh, that's a Phil made team right there.
I'm getting the Bulls version of Phil Jackson for the coach.
Yeah, that's a Phil Jackson move. Um,
We got
so
Liquor Girl in the building. Shout out to Liquor
Dom
Girl.
DeMarco.
Everybody welcome Liquor Girl when she drop.
Dom DeMarco.
Bang, bang.
In the building. I mean, you can pick any coach. I mean, I can't
yeah.
I can't have Jordan on my team and not have Phil Jackson as the coach.
Or Greg Popovich or
Or I can get Rudy Tomjanovich for Olajuwon.
Hakeem. Yep, that's the other one.
Either one of them will work. Or you can just have Gary Payton run the show. He can be the on court coach. Gary Payton just run the show.
Well, Mike, no, you can't get Mike Brown. I don't think so.
I
No,
think you're
Mike
talking
Brown.
about What's that dude that came in? Paul Black or whatever the fuck his name is? Black? David Black?
Yeah, yeah,
The one that went to the finals and got fired the next season?
yeah. David Blatt, Mike Brown. Um, yeah, David Blatt is the international one. Yeah.
Cuba thought he could really come in here and have a team that's unstoppable. Man, I just named a team in less than 2 minutes that can stop that team, man.
Um,
You had way too many scores and not enough defense.
what do you mean,
None of my players I named you ain't gonna be able to stop.
You mean
Jordan gonna get
Jokic?
whatever he want.
You mean Jokic, Curry, and LeBron?
Yeah, my players can
And
stop his players, but his players can't stop mine.
they only got. Well, I mean, KD and Giannis are the only defenders he has.
Yeah, and I got Olajuwon, who's a great defender. I got Pippen,
MJ.
who's a great defender. I got Rodman, who's a great defender. I got Jordan, who's a great defender. And I got Gary Payton, who's a great defender. And they can all score.
Like a 2022 Curry is not better than the one from 2016.
Mike, if you trying to get your trolling degree, I see what you're doing, man.
2022 Curry is not better than 2016 Curry.
Yeah, Mike is trying to
Okay.
get his trolling degree.
You talk about unanimous MVP Curry. One, no.
I mean, even if he had 2013 broad, he still won't start my team.
The 2013 team that wait. Yeah, the 2013 team that won the
Finals.
championship. Yeah, won the championship against the Spurs.
I'd rather have Ray Allen off that team.
Boy, I don't know. I mean, it's very.
He said true, but I like the 2022 Curry mindset. He was more cold, but 2016 Curry was nuts. Yeah, yeah. Cuba can't beat me when it comes to starting a lineup, man. That his lineup was too score heavy. My team can score and shut you down. That's cool, Cuba. I mean, you can still roll with your team. I mean, your team is not bad. It just my team can stop yours. They're not bad. Like I would put money on your team, but not against my team. Curry gonna be the X factor. Not against Gary.
um,
Gary Payton gonna shut that boy down, man. I'm telling you, mate. He was called the glove for a reason. You want a DPOY too.
I mean, that's fine. Curry the X factor. Um,
Nah, Peyton ain't got to chase Curry because Peyton gonna stop Curry from running. Pause.
um, this game.
But yeah, man,
Mhm.
it is, Micah. It is. It really is. It is, man. I know it is. But too bad. But too bad the poll scoreboard don't count on rush hour. It don't count on rush hour.
Um,
Because rush hour is technically EQ's show.
I mean, that's kind of.
He said, "How do I run that on 2K? Run what?"
Well, you can't run it since all the players have to be put in the same lineup by year, so you can't like put this player on this year and that year.
Yeah, you might have to go
Well,
to you might have to go like to create a team or something like that and just make them.
yeah. Yeah.
That's assuming that 2K still has that. I ain't really played 2K in like 2 or 3 months, so I didn't really get a chance to look. I don't even got my Xbox hooked up no more, man. Gaming, I'm look, man. Gaming is dead to me, especially ever since you know GTA pushed they shit back. I'm like, man, this is ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. I bought a new Xbox back in December just for GTA 6. I went from the Series S to the Series X digital, the all white one, just for GTA 6, and that shit coming out in May 2026 now. Yeah, me too, Micah. I be playing Pokemon and shit on my phone. Like I be having the Game Boy Advance emulator on my phone. I be playing Pokemon. I want to just say fuck it and get a Nintendo Switch too, instead of using my Xbox. At least I could travel with that. Play on the TV or travel with the Nintendo Switch. But yeah, man, I ain't about to keep talking about video games. Um, yeah, man, my favorite trade so far proposal was the Isaiah Stewart one, and I was also intrigued by the Jaron Jackson Jr. and Brandon Clark, assuming they stay healthy, because those are two bigs that can work alongside Luka. It'll help out in our rebounding department and in defense. So yeah.
At least it's not a Giannis trade. uh,
Oh, but did you hear about that? Giannis placed both LA teams as his destinations.
That's not gonna happen for the Lakers, just because like we don't even have enough. We don't even have enough assets for Milwaukee to take. Like,
Now the now the dream scenario EQ would be for him to be traded to a team and not sign an extension and become a free agent, then come to the Lakers.
here we go. I mean, what? Isn't that what you always wanted to do anyway, Micah? Just run from the team anyway? What? Just be what? What? What are you trying to say, Micah? Can't take a sucker punch? I mean, what? Like, what? I mean, shoot. I mean, hey. Like I said, it's better to have practices that has been physical instead of no practice at all. I mean,
Big baby, don't let that get to you, man. It's
what?
no shame. It's no shame in losing to the team that's losing to Steph Curry, man. It's no shame in that. I mean that's the Curry effect, man. I mean, Curry gets all the 3-point shooting power. Like he gets all the 3-point shooting power. You know.
Yeah, Minnesota's not playing good at home. Yep.
Plus, they just a fucking I mean, they're a fucking veteran team, like for the most part. You know,
And they just went to Houston for 7 games.
I mean, Steve Kerr is the better coach. Steph
Yep.
Curry is the better player.
hmm
When you look at both of their stars, I mean,
And Anthony Edwards is the future.
yeah, I like Anthony Edwards, man. Like I think he gonna actually be the if he keeps his nose clean and stop, getting all these women pregnant. I mean, he could be the face of the NBA. He
if
could be the
Curry gets
face of the.
beat, if Curry gets beat again in the postseason, there's another kind of. Um, Curry is not the GOAT in the GOAT conversation. I don't get this analogy of GOAT conversation comes to Curry.
I mean, my thing is, you really can't. We really can't criticize him like we do LeBron because Steph Curry don't be. It's not the one that put his team together. LeBron puts his team together for the most part. Because if it was
Yeah,
up to Curry, Klay Thompson would have been there, would have stayed there.
I mean, shoot, I give him crap for 2022, and I don't even think that was a championship team. I don't think anybody that owns that was a 2022 championship team. I don't think they were. They won the championship that year.
Well, if you look at my all-time list, man, I officially put Curry over LeBron anyway. Like I understand he's this, he's that, and they're mostly longevity stats. But if you
Four
look
and
at
two.
it, man,
4-2.
4-2, and
Unanimous MVP.
unanimous MVP, and he won 3 of his championships against LeBron.
And he's in the 50, 40, 90.
If I won majority of my rings against you, I gotta be above you in the all-time list.
Yeah, he's in the 50, 40, 90 club.
There you go. There you have it.
Um, I don't think Curry needs to call himself the GOAT anyway, because he is in the top 10 all time.
He's in my top 5 all time. 'Cause me personally, I rate players on people that I watched, like by who I watched.
Well, 5 is a tough list, though.
It is like if I was just doing like overall period, he probably wouldn't be there. But I go by with who I watched because it makes it
Mm-hmm.
easier. It makes it easier for me to rate. Like I could easily put somebody like Wilt Chamberlain or Bill Russell up there because they're achievements, but I didn't watch none of them guys.
No.
So I just base my list on who I watched. And I still to this day never seen anybody play basketball better than Jordan and Kobe. They're gonna always be my 1A and 1B. You can put it in any order you want. Like I never seen nobody play basketball better than them two. Jordan used to piss me off because he used to always win, man. Like every fucking year it seemed like he was winning the championship, man. I was like, yeah, this motherfucker good, man. I watched his last three-peat because when I first started watching the Bulls, he was in baseball. So I watched his last three-peat.
Um,
Yeah, when I first started watching the NBA, the Rockets were the champions. But yeah, to answer your question, Micah, that's how I feel.
Yep. Mhm.
But yeah, EQ. I mean, anything you want to add, or anything that you want to talk about that we didn't?
I know this is a tough question to ask,
Go
right?
ahead.
When you have Luka
Mm-hmm.
and when you have LeBron's player option in the fold,
Mm-hmm.
does this team to get younger or just keep on adding veteran pieces on this team?
Well, I would say if you're in win now mode, which I'm assuming if LeBron coming back,
Hmm.
you want to add vets, but
Hmm.
not like vets around his age.
Yeah, that's
Like
close.
like
Yeah.
like maybe vets that's like no older than 31. Like those type of vets, like 31 and younger.
So,
But if you want to just focus on the future, like the immediate future,
hmm,
you can get some people around Luca's age and grow from there, like 24 and up. That's what I would do.
what if they're 24 and what if they're 24 and play 4 years of college?
Ain't that like Dalton Connect?
Yeah.
Prayers up to Steph Curry. That's my
Hmm.
I don't want to see him hurt. But
Yep.
those the ones I prefer, like the ones that play, 3 to 4 years of college because you coming in with more experience and you're because a lot of them one and dones a lot of times are harder to coach because they haven't been around a coach long enough.
And you're just going by potential, what they
You're just
could
going
do.
by, yeah, just going by potential. I mean, them players like don't connect. Them players like Kyle Kuzma, you know, like the players we drafted with all those years of college. They can turn out to be something because they're more accustomed to being more than just a project. Because
So
when
you'll
you watch
be
them, when you watch them for 4 years, you know what they're about already.
so like an overseas player.
I would love to get an overseas player because a lot of them get taught the fundamentals. Like a lot of overseas players get taught the fundamentals. They're not really flashy like that. And I would keep Dorian Finney-Smith, Micah. You got to do that for Luca. Even though Dorian Finney-Smith is going to be like what 32 soon or whatever, he does have familiarity with Luka Dončić, and he's not a bad catch and shoot guy. So I would keep Dorian Finney-Smith.
If Finney Smith is coming, let's say Finney Smith comes back and he opts out of his 16 million. How much is he gonna be worth?
If he outside of his 16 million,
Yeah.
all right, I'm gonna ask you this, EQ, because I'm wondering if Dorian Finney-Smith opts out his 16 million and
He'll be asking for 20.
he no, I'm gonna speak a hypothetical. Let's just say he
Mm-hmm.
opts out of his 16 million and say I'll take 13 million to help the team. What would that do?
Then Finney Smith has to take less.
Like if he takes 13 million instead of 16 million, like would that help the team a lot or would it barely do anything?
It would help like to get a another player for like the vet minimum. Like, yeah,
But I
DFS
think
ain't worth more than. See, Micah, then that's a tricky one that Micah just said. Like he said that Finney Smith is not worth more than Austin Reeves. So
what
that's
he's
a tricky one.
what he's currently making, or what he will
Mm-hmm.
make.
What he will make.
Because I keep hearing the rumor about a 4-year, $90 million contract for Austin Reeves.
But I think Finney's gonna ask for more than 4 for 90. I think.
I don't
So
know, because by the end of his contract, he'd be like 35, 36.
yeah, and that's see, but see, like I said, these numbers are gonna be very confusing because if Austin's getting 5 for 90, that's like 18 million a year. And let's say Finney Smith's gonna ask for 20. It's like, see, that's what's very tricky about these role players. Like these role players are not worth more than what they are. Like,
Trust me, we know. We definitely know. And I think a lot of them would take a pay cut if they knew in the back of their mind, or they had a conversation with Rob Pelinka that he can definitely build a team to where we're going to win now. That probably be the only reason a lot of folks take a pay cut is if they know that this team is going to win now or could win now.
well,
Because he help if he takes at least $20 million less.
which is 33.
He can, and I believe I heard it can open up like a $14 million mid level.
Yeah, if it takes 33 from 53, which is, yeah, but he's gonna sacrifice 20 million of salary. That remains to be. I don't know when it comes to the passive aggressive. I don't know.
He gonna make that back in jersey sales, man. He can put that away.
But how many times this guy took a pay cut for more than Miami Heat?
I mean, if he did, it was not that much.
Yeah, he was only making 18 million a year in Miami,
That was a
but he's
steal.
at but he's at 53 right now, which is crazy.
I wish he was making 18 million now. I think it's an ego thing, man. Because
Yeah.
LeBron, he can really play for the vet minimum and still be a fucking billionaire. But it's just an ego thing. Like you're not losing money.
Man, everybody would be dude, his whole fan base would be flipping. We took the minimum deal. Damn.
Hey, Laker fans will be happy
Look
if he
going
take
to
a minimum.
town.
If he play for the minimum contract, you know what we can do with that.
Two max players.
There you go.
But he's not going to do that. It's obvious.
Man, we can,
He,
man,
he
we
won't.
can.
He won't allow other players to make more money than he can. That's the problem. It's an ego thing, like you said.
Yep. He said Luka went to the finals and now it's his fault and he needs to get in championship shape.
Well, he needs to get in championship shape. That's the truth.
I think they're
But
gonna
is
work
it?
on that during the summer.
But it's not completely his fault. That's the answer I'm going to give. The
Yeah.
combination is the coaching staff. The combination is the front office. The combination is LeBron. Like Luka's part of the pie, but not the entire pie. I mean,
Well, Luka's going to play for Slovenia this summer.
and I hope he does not get hurt playing overseas basketball. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, hopefully he don't get hurt, and hopefully that helps him get into shape too. Like,
Yeah, don't be playing 30 minutes a game overseas. Just play like 20, 24, 25 minutes and go sit down. I'm serious. Well, look at what happened to Anthony Davis. Played in the Olympics and all of a sudden he got hurt. Like,
and Rui Hachimura.
yeah, playing overseas.
So it's risky. I mean, it helps you stay in the basketball shape, but it's risky because the wrong fall, the wrong step.
Oh, come on, Detroit. You serious, man? I'm not reading that.
What happened?
I'm not reading that.
I'm not putting it on the screen.
No.
Detroit's comments just stay in the comments section for the most part.
Yep.
I got people of all ages watching this channel.
Yeah.
Big Baby said he miss Anthony Davis. I don't. I mean, we did all we can do with his services.
All I'm gonna say is if Dallas does not make the finals, then this conversation's end and done for.
Luka gonna win the championship before Anthony Davis wins another one.
No, Luka's gonna make it to the finals before Anthony Davis.
Remember, people thought that
Yeah, a lot of people
gonna
think Anthony Davis will make the finals before Luka. That's the funny part.
but it's been proven before he became a Laker
Mm-hmm.
that he can't do that as a number one option.
No.
Like he needs to be he needs to be a Robin. And he needs a Batman that's gonna take over a game.
Well, there's no Batman in Dallas right now.
What if they trade for John Morant?
Then they have to ship Kyrie.
I think John Morant is more of a Batman than but nah, he immature.
Oh, he's gonna have a lot of Texas.
Yeah, being in Texas, man, is being in Texas. Even they got a right to bear arms in Texas.
I don't know about child in Texas, man. That's gonna be crazy.
You're gonna be like the NBA can't suspend me now. Pop, 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 pop.
Anthony Davis. Oh God, here we go, Detroit, man. You know.
Now I'm gonna say this: if AD was on the Nuggets, he'd be fine because he could play the power forward, and Jokic, who's a Batman, could be the center.
Man, Jokic, are you serious, man? Damn.
That'd be unstoppable.
Then that means his. Oh, jeez. Never mind.
Because AD don't want to play center anyway. He'd definitely be a power forward playing with Jokic.
I don't think Jokic wants to play center.
Well, he's a point guard if you look at it.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think he wants to play center.
He's a 7-foot point guard.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to play center anyway. So
He said if AD was
nope.
If AD was nuggeting, game over.
No. Uh-uh. Uh-uh.
Well, the pressure is on Dallas. They have to win within the next in AD's window. They got to win. Pressure's on Dallas. Maybe they go out. Maybe they go out there and trade for somebody like a Jamal Murray or.
Yeah, Jamal Murray for 80. Jamal Murray for 80 would be interesting.
That would be interesting, but I don't think he'll do that. Dallas fans gonna really be pissed off. They're like, you got rid of Luka
for Jamal Murray? Oh my goodness!
For all this just to get Jamal Murray, and we don't even got the person we traded Luka for.
Yeah,
that's it. I'm out. They really had the pitchforks out.
So I guess there's, I guess this team can have 19-year-olds.
Huh.
No, I'm just saying, like the Lakers had their 19-year-old, and then they traded off for 80 in the championship, and then they moved AD for Luka. So basically, they traded their whole entire young car for AD, a championship, and Luka.
They really need like somebody that's going to take over games while he's being the second option in his power forward position. It don't matter what other position that they use. Pause. They just need somebody that can be that Batman while AD is playing the four. So who can that be? They might have to trade with somebody on the East because
Oh, I'm thinking
maybe they could trade for like James Harden.
maybe what if they get Drew Holiday?
That'd be good for them, but I think he getting older. Like he ain't gonna be able to. He definitely ain't gonna be a number one. Drew Holiday.
Well, what if they get Jalen Brown?
If they can get Jalen Brown, he can definitely be a number one.
I'm just saying it doesn't
But
look good for. I'm just saying it doesn't look good for Boston. I'm just saying.
nah, them Knicks about to take care of them.
Oh God, here we go, Detroit and the AD. Oh jeez, man. Never mind.
Yeah, I ain't reading that. I'm gonna let Detroit beat Detroit.
Yep.
Can't read that one, man.
Nope.
We might get censored
Mhm.
reading that.
Um. What if they get? Well, let's say Cleveland loses to Indiana. Do they break up Mitchell and Garland?
I think so. I mean, you want to have some defense back there. You don't want to have.
So they're not gonna break up Mobley and Allen.
No, they're not gonna do that.
So they're gonna break up Garland and Mitchell.
Yeah, the thing is, who's gonna take on Garland's contract, knowing that he's not always healthy?
I mean, Dallas took a chance on Kyrie and Clay. They
Yeah,
took a chance on AD.
you need like a two-way player to be in the backcourt with Donovan Mitchell.
uh, what, Garland and Dallas with AD? I don't know.
Like, I don't know.
I mean, shoot, what, Trey Young and AD? I don't know.
That's who AD needs is Trey Young. That's like the perfect pairing for him because
I think Dallas is gonna flip about Trey Young, man. It's not gonna be.
that's like the perfect pairing because he's a great passer and he could be the Batman. Like,
See, but if I had a choice between Luka and Trey Young, who am I taking?
I mean, they both clutch.
Uh,
Like,
shit,
I would trust any of them with the shot in the last seconds.
that's a wild one between Luka and Trey Young.
Right.
Um, and then I don't think Dallas would mind trading pieces for Trey Young, like a PJ or yeah, the Pacers won by a buzzer beater.
Yep, Micah, my dark horse team won.
Yeah.
Looking good over there in Indiana.
Man, I guess all the LeBron fans are going to cheer that Cleveland lost.
That's because they want to save his legacy. Because
Yep.
If Cleveland wins the championship, they're gonna forget about LeBron.
Yep. Man, poor Cleveland.
Just like if the Raptors win another championship, they might forget about Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, but Toronto's in a rebuild. And they're hoping they get the number one pick. I just want to see what happens in the draft lottery. That's like 6 days from now.
Yeah, I seen somebody on Twitter, post and I like this idea. Like the people with the four worst records in
Yep.
the NBA should have like a tournament to see who gets the first pick.
Oh, this is gonna be crazy. Just like
Like
the play-in tournament. Just like the
yeah,
play-in tournament.
I would love to see that. Like the
people
four
are
worst teams have a tournament to see who gets the first pick.
people are saying Halliburton's overrated. He's the most overrated player.
Hey man, if you can be overrated and get a clutch shot in Cleveland, take it.
I mean, he also did it to the Milwaukee Bucks.
See what everybody's waiting for is Knicks versus Indiana. That's what everybody's waiting for.
Yeah, just
That's
like
a
the
old
Mets.
that's a
That's
that's an
like a
old school rivalry.
Reggie Miller and Patrick Ewing.
That's an old school rivalry right there, man.
Um, I mean, it'll be a feel-good story if Halliburton goes to the finals. When people call him overrated.
Yeah, I don't think the Celtics. I mean, I'm not. I don't want to be in recency bias, but I don't think the Celtics have a chance against this Knicks team. Even if it goes 7 games, I still got the Knicks winning. Like the Knicks look too. They just look too good. They actually look better, with Carl Anthony Towns than they did with Hardenstein.
If if the Celtics lose, the West wins. No, mm-mm. I don't think the West wins if the Celtics lose.
Whoever out the West got to face the Knicks is gonna have a tough time. Can you
Yeah,
can you
Russ might.
imagine playing an NBA Finals game in Madison Square Garden? Good luck, man.
Um, what do you mean 63-point attempts? Yeah, that was crazy.
That was crazy, man. You live by the three, die by the three.
Denver coming out the
Or
West. No, that if Denver comes out the West, they lose in the finals. I don't think Denver can beat any of those teams in the East. Just
yeah,
in general.
I definitely don't think Denver can beat the Knicks.
I don't think they could beat Indiana either.
You're right. You're right. I don't think they have the defense to beat Indiana. I mean, they could score with them, but Indiana do got some decent defenders.
And they sure can't beat the Knicks either. So
But if Pacers
uh,
go to the finals, I'm going for my dark horse team, obviously.
well, all the top seeds have small margin for error. I mean, you look at all the top seeds are 0-1, 0-2. I mean, if OKC goes 0-2, I mean that's the next one that's gonna be going fishing.
Yeah, so far the number one seeds have not won in the second round. Altogether, they're 0-3.
And I don't even think that's been done in playoff history.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like
Uh-oh.
teams like what happened?
No, I'm saying for the number one seeds to not have a win, that's going to be a worse in playoff history. Like,
Yeah, and I'm on record saying, Oklahoma City can very well just be a regular season team.
I just think they're missing I just think they're missing a second option next to Shea, because I don't think they have a two option in that team. If you look
No,
at
they
it,
have a very good balanced team. But you're right, they do need a second option
they don't
that can
have a
take
Robin.
over.
They
Yeah,
don't
they
have
don't
a
have
Robin.
Irvin. They just have a Batman and a bunch of Alfreds.
Yep. That's the sad part to have a bunch of Alfreds, and there's only one house to clean.
There you go. I mean, that second option could be Kevin Durant.
And OKC has to give up a death for KD.
Unless they just offer Phoenix a bunch of picks. And Phoenix can go into rebuilding.
I mean, KD, Bradley Beal, Booker, Grayson Allen, and the rest of the role players that make that level money. Just like the Utah Jazz. So if KD goes back home, it's like him and Shea, like.
Well, him and Shea Gilgeous Alexander will work better than him and Russell Westbrook. Because Russell Westbrook was a better all around player, with getting rebounds and assists and getting points. But Shea Gilgeous Alexander is that like he's that scorer. Like
I think KD's destination is Houston.
it's gonna be Houston. Everybody keep on pointing to Houston.
Or San Antonio.
And if you go to San Antonio, Phoenix gonna ask for Wemby.
I mean, not bad between him and Wemby and Fox.
I wouldn't give Fox. You already got two guards you're trying to get rid of.
No, I'm talking about like Wemby, Fox, and KD on the same team.
What if they get Chris Paul back?
Oh man, I think Chris Paul should be on retirement at this point. I think Fox, KD, and Wemby will be somewhere.
hmm Man. It's gonna be a very, very fun summer.
Or KD goes
Like
to Dallas and join AD.
that could be it, but
But
that
I don't think
means
Phoenix will want Dallas's pieces if they're on a rebuild.
they definitely don't want Kyrie Irving.
Or I think Micah, I could answer all these questions, but the thing is, that's up to the ownership and the front office.
No, I don't think the Lakers are screwed.
I don't think they are, but they better get some help around Luka. Like, not just a bunch of band-aid pieces for 1 year and then all of a sudden they're free agents. Like,
I mean, worst case scenario is we do just enough to stay afloat and let LeBron James play out his last year.
yeah, which is a first round exit.
Yeah, that's worst case scenario.
Oh boy, another first round exit.
But if you seen the press conference, which I got on the channel, I don't have the whole press conference. I just got
I
all of
know,
Rob Pelinka's questions.
I know.
Um, he basically tells you what he's going to do this summer, what he plans to do this off season, and
Well,
he wants to address the center position, and he
yeah,
wants to address the wing position.
yeah, the center position can't be too expensive. That's the
Yeah.
thing. Um, but some people were like, I mean, he does make a lot of money, but DeAndre Ayton.
DeAndre Ayton.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's the thing.
He makes
EQ,
a lot
like
of money. Yeah, he makes a lot of money. That's what I'm saying. But some people
un,
like DeAndre Ayton.
unless you're Jokic, I'm not trying to pay my center all that money. Like it never works out. I mean, you see what happens when you pay centers a lot of money, they get hurt.
Like what
You
Dallas did
see
with Porzingis.
Porzingis, Anthony Davis,
Uh,
Embiid, like DeAndre Ayton. I mean, when you pay your big man all this money, they get hurt. Like
I
then
mean,
you can't trade them because they always hurt. Except for Anthony Davis. I mean, and that's only because Dallas called us.
and DeAndre Ayton and Luka would be. I mean, it's not a bad pairing. It's just the fact that those two guys make top level money.
I would rather find a serviceable center that you don't have to pay no more than 10 million to. That can just do what we need. Even if that just means him grabbing rebounds.
So not a second round pick to use, right?
You said not another second round pick?
What I'm saying is, what if they use the center as a second round pick and he's on this squad?
You mean like draft a center?
Yeah, if that's the case, if they can't find an affordable center.
I mean, best case scenario, if you can't trade for a center, you can always draft one and
Yeah,
hopefully
that's what
that
I'm
works out.
saying. You draft one and they have to develop him.
Yeah, because all you really need is a big man that can basically rebound and catch lobs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, whether that's like their final choice. Like, if they can't get a free agent, if they can't trade for one, then they end up drafting one.
How do you feel about Clint Capella?
I don't know what he has left in the tank.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, he can rebound. I don't know about being a lob threat, but
Can he play more minutes than Jackson Hayes? I don't know.
yeah.
Can he play more minutes than Maxi Kleber? I don't know. I really don't know.
You see, this is why I be so pissed off at Jackson Hayes is because he has the ability to be a great shot blocker and a decent rebounder,
See,
but he
even
haven't.
even Detroit says Clint Capella's too old to play.
He said Clint Capella too old. I get it, but what I was saying was Jackson Hayes has the athletic ability to be a great shot blocker,
Yeah,
but he just don't do it. You are very athletic. You only like what, 24, 25? Like
he's a he,
you are very athletic. You have the ability. Like you jump high enough to get chased down blocks and, you know, be a rim protector. Like you can do that. But
uh,
you don't assert yourself.
but I just felt like I just feel like they're gonna want more than one game this series, and I feel like they could have gave Hayes at least 5 minutes to see what he got instead of giving him a DMP. But I mean, the 5 minutes, I mean, it's what it was. Like they're about to give Kleber 5 minutes more than Jackson Hayes, which is kind of like Kleber hasn't played in months, and you're telling me to play him 5 minutes in the playoffs. Like I don't know whose idea that was.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if after that incident, Jackson Hayes wants to leave.
Well, that's exactly my point. Like
Yeah.
you gave Maxi Kleber 5 minutes winning Jackson Hayes in elimination game. Like I don't know where that came from. Like
Yeah, I think he's gonna want to because if you look at his body language when he was sitting on that bench, he like, yeah, I don't even want to be here. Is he he's not a free agent this summer, huh? He got like 1 year left.
no,
He's a free agent?
yeah,
Oh yeah, he going somewhere else.
he's a free agent.
I mean, maybe if he does that, can we bring like Jemison in for a backup?
Um, he's on a two-way contract.
Yeah. Can it like be converted into like a regular contract? He can be a backup.
Yeah, he could be converted, but the thing is that he would have to make more. They have to pay him more salary to convert that.
Hmm.
Because the two-way contract is not the same money as if he was on the main roster.
Mm.
And they're barely under the second tax apron, so that makes it even more difficult to convert.
So if he's leaving, and I believe, let me see what they say. He said Hayes not going to develop any post moves and all that because the young players think they just need to run, jump, and grab the ball, dunk it. And the league is not promoting them to do that anymore. Jemison, the type that co-developed skill, and I see it in him, or I could see it in him.
What trades gonna kind of help us? Well,
Do you want me to put him on the screen again for you, EQ?
no,
So you
I read Jameson. I mean, it's just the fact that it's gonna cost more money to convert Jameson's contract to an extra roster spot, and they're barely below the second tax apron, which that's why Jameson didn't get his contract converted to the main roster in the playoffs.
I mean, if we could somehow do this trade right here, I think we'd be good.
That's a lot of health questions, though,
Yeah,
especially Brian Clark. I
yeah.
haven't seen much playing time the last 2 years
But I would
since
really love this one.
the Golden State Warriors series 3 years ago. He hasn't been the same.
I would probably really love this one right here.
Yeah, those pick shots I'm not worried about since Utah's gonna be worse than the Lakers in those years.
Yeah, and you still get to keep Austin Reeves out that trade. Where you can get a very serviceable center in Walker Kessler, and you can use Austin Reeves in another trade. Because
Oh
look at
really?
this. Let's just say I just thought about something. Let's just say we do this trade right here, and
Mm.
everybody agrees, and we get Walker Kessler as our starting center. Okay, you could still probably end up doing.
They just be expiring contracts of Rui, Austin Reeves, and Master Cleaver
Yeah,
And Gabe Vincent. I mean,
You
that's a lot of
can.
money that's buying contracts, but the thing is that you have no draft picks to attach to their assets.
All right, just imagine doing this right here. Okay, this
Hmm.
one you can use you can use this trade right here to get our starting center, Walker Kessler, right? And you can use minus Darwin Connect. You can still have Austin Reeves and Rui to do this trade, and Triple J can play the power forward. And you definitely got to put LeBron back at the three.
I think LeBron has been trying to avoid playing the three since 2020, and that was the last year he played it.
Yeah, I think we'd be good though, man. If we
It's just his
if,
ego likes to maneuver things like I'm only stuck with playing the four and stuck with playing the small ball five. It's like he likes to maneuver things and make rosters look so bad. Like it's just how LeBron moves, man. It's crazy.
yeah, and that's the thing. Like LeBron thinking that way is what's holding the roster back.
Yeah, the small
Because
ball five and play the four. Yeah.
yeah, because how we gonna get a center that like a starting center and he wants to play the four. I mean, if you look at it, we really can't do this trade right here because Triple J wants to play the four.
Yep.
So that's off the question. It either got to be something like not this one, this trade right here, because Isaiah Stewart's gonna play the center, or it has to be this trade right here because Triple J gonna want to play the four, and Jared Allen's not leaving Cleveland.
The only reason why Jaren Jackson liked playing the four is because he had Zach Edey at the five.
Yeah,
So for now,
but
it's like, yeah.
ain't that why they drafted Zach Edey because he didn't want to play the five?
Yep. Yeah.
So that's it's gonna be another Anthony Davis situation if we get Triple J.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So might as well get somebody that is a five, which is Walker Kessler or Isaiah Stewart.
I mean, hey, Isaiah Stewart plays a small ball five too. That's why Isaiah Stewart plays the true
What is
five in
Isaiah
the
Stewart like?
concept.
Six? Isaiah Stewart like what? 6'9"?
Yeah, he's a small ball five. Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
boy,
we could.
come on. No, he did not play the three the last 4 years. We
Dom
know that's
DeMarco.
not the case.
Dom DeMarco.
That's not the case. The last 4 years when he played. He played the power forward position. He didn't play the three.
hmm Yeah, and that's what's holding us back, man. It's the fucking LeBron James situation because not only is he doing it with the salary cap, he's doing it with what position he wants to play.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the whole thing that a lot of people wasn't taking notice to. That's what made Anthony Davis stuck where he was because you couldn't put Anthony Davis at the four because LeBron was the four.
Is that really?
And yeah, and then you still got Rui. So I don't know, man. This is why I keep on saying that once LeBron retires, everything will be fine. Because a lot of this stuff is his own doing.
Yeah, I understand you said that he will play the five play, but is it reality though?
Right.
No, no. Dwight said that he will play the three, but is it reality though? That's the only answer.
Uh don't think he'll play the 3.
Nah. Mm-mm. Play bingo. Well, I mean, hey, if he's willing to go to the bingo hall with all the, man,
I don't think he'll play the 3
no,
because look, man, look. Like you said, he haven't played the 3 since he was
2020
in 2020. So
when he had
Eve, yeah,
AD and Dwight Howard or Dwight Howard or Javale McGee at the 5. That's the last time he played the 3.
right. And even though it will greatly benefit the team if he played 3, because you're able to get the people that we need for the 4 and 5. Because if you look at it, I mean, in my opinion,
Depends on the matchup.
yeah, I mean, LeBron James don't really play like a 4.
Yeah, but
He,
depends
tra-
on the
he
matchup, right? So let's say LeBron plays a 3. Is he gonna guard Anthony Edwards? We all seen it. I mean,
I mean, I wouldn't. See,
I'm
this is
just
what I'm
saying.
saying.
I'm just saying, like, well, depends on the matchup. Okay, LeBron against OKC. Is he gonna guard Shea Gilgeous-Alexander? Who's playing
This
the
is
3?
what this is why I told you, EQ. This is why I hate player options and no trade clauses.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I agree.
Because we're stuck until he makes a decision.
Yeah, the pigeon holders. Yeah.
Because if we had him on a team, because before this contract that he signed, he didn't have a no trade clause. But I think the real reason why he signed it is because he kept hearing, the rumblings on social media saying we need to trade him.
Oh,
So
you
he
mean like
said,
the whole Rich Paul give him all the power in the world. Yeah.
yeah. So he know deep down inside that Laker Nation was getting tired of him,
And Rich
or
Paul
was ready to move on.
saying certain things like how he didn't like the comments were being made towards LeBron, and he was saying stuff like, "Oh, this was not a super team" when he joined, or
Yeah.
saying that.
Yep. Man, I wish I could find.
These no trade clauses are so bad, Mike. It's not even funny that they have too much power with it. They do.
Damn, I left it in the car. I left my other phone in the car.
That's fine.
Oh well, fuck it. I'll leave it in there. I
Mm.
wanted to look up something. Excuse me. Excuse me. Belching, man. I think it's that wine I drunk. But yeah, man. I believe not saying that he doesn't deserve it because for what LeBron James does for his career, I'm not saying for what he done as a Laker. For what he done in his career, he's one of those types that deserve a no trade clause. But I personally think that we need to stop giving these motherfuckers out. If because every time we give somebody a no trade clause, it we shoot ourselves in the foot with it.
It's the Adam Silver effect when it comes to longevity.
Yeah. So I think we need to stop giving the motherfuckers out.
It's just Adam Silver for you. The longevity, give them the no trade clause power. I mean, man.
And I want to say, wait, hold up. He said, angry, I can hear your dog walking around. You heard her walking around?
Yeah,
That's
I
funny.
do. Yeah, I
That's
do.
funny.
Mm-hmm.
She doing good, man. She just came from her walk It's kind of sprinkling, so she had to wear her jacket. But it's probably her last walk for the night, hopefully. I usually take her for her last walk, probably around 10, 11 o'clock at night. But she should be good after this one.
Um,
He said he don't deserve nothing but the junkyard. uh,
what's that?
I just want to say this, man. Can I say something, EQ?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's been on my mind for the longest today. I'm not gonna say the channel's name. Okay. I just got a notification from this channel saying that they're live or they got a video up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say this channel's name,
Mm-hmm.
but I am so sick of these sports channels
Yeah, go
who,
ahead.
whose favorite team is not the Lakers at all.
Mm-hmm.
They don't need, but every video they do is about LeBron James.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Every freaking video, and then when he get called out on it, he has an excuse about why he does it.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I
this,
get it.
like,
Yep.
like it makes no sense. Like if I hate it, if I look, man, this is why I had a video before saying or asking, should I say? I was like, is what was I about to say? Oh yeah, I was saying is she hear something?
I have no idea what she heard. Um,
I just seen her go to the stairs where the garage is at. Sophie, what's down there?
uh-oh.
What's down
Uh,
there? Want to go check it out? Want to go check it out? Who's down there?
oh.
She went to the stairs where the garage is, and she was staring down there. And then when I called her name, she started whining. Now she's back to looking at the garage door.
Oh, come on, Mike. I don't say that.
What happened? She
Nah,
had
just
paranormal activity.
yeah. Don't say that, please. No. Hmm, damn. I mean, hey,
Sophie,
these
who is
I
it?
mean, I mean, these channels say a lot of things when it's not their favorite team.
Yeah,
Um,
Micah said we know. But yeah, he like hold up. He like always like this is why I asked like who is worse? LeBron stands or LeBron haters? Like who's worse?
the Bronx fans are worse.
Because it's it's normal for us if we did it because he's on the Lakers.
I
So
mean, I can't say like the Bron haters are not logical when it comes to like what is really going on with every team he's been on. Some people are logical when it comes to that, but I just feel
hmm
like the Bron stands are like, oh, this doesn't matter. He's got nothing else to prove. He's been the face of the league for this long, and he's got all the accolades. He's got all the records. He's got the longevity status. It's like, oh, he can't be touched when it comes to other people's comments, and all of a sudden they just pour it on like it's a defense mechanism. So it's like, I mean, I think the Bron Suns are worse between the two, but I mean that's just my opinion. I just think the Bron stands got more storylines than the Bron haters. I mean, I don't think it's a tie though. I mean, I don't think. I think there are more Bron stands than Bron haters. I mean, just to be honest. I mean, if there were more Bron stands than Bron haters, then his jersey sales wouldn't be that high of a market off the shelves if that was a tie, but it's not. I mean, he's got the jersey sales to prove that there are more Bron stands than Bron haters. Yeah, and it sells a lot more merchandise as Bron stands. From the sneakers to the jerseys to the I guess the recent Ken doll merchandise. I don't know. I think there are more Bron fans than Bron haters.
I'm about to see what she keep looking at, man.
Uh-oh.
She making.
I mean, I don't even know whose idea it was to have like an actual doll than a Funko Pop. I mean,
I don't see nobody down here, Sophie. What was you looking at?
I mean, it's either the. I mean, I guess a doll is weird compared to a Funko Pop, but like,
Now, I do got I actually got 3 Funko Pops. I got a LeBron one that I got for Father's Day
yeah.
3 years back. Actually 4 years ago I got it. It's still in the box. I got it for Father's Day.
Mm-hmm.
I got a Wolfpack Hollywood Hogan one. I got a regular Hulk Hogan one, and I got a Chucky one. Those are the Funko Pops I got. Damn, I was downstairs in the garage. I should have got my phone out the car. Fuck. I want to look up something. But whatever. Whatever, dude. Sophie had me go down there for nothing. She over there staring at the damn door.
I mean, it's what it is. I don't care about. Me.
Said, he said he got a Stone Cold. They got a new John Cena Funko Pop coming out on their website. You got to pre-order it though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's the WrestleMania, the one he wore the
Ooh,
WrestleMania
yeah.
shirt.
I'll be back when LeBron leaves.
Who said
Hey,
that?
Reg.
That's the crazy part, Reg. I already told y'all like my
Yeah,
dad, God rest his soul. He once LeBron came, like
it changed a lot of people's perspective. Yep,
he said, "Fuck it, I'm not being a Laker fan no more."
it changed a lot of perspectives out there.
I'm about to see what y'all talking about. Y'all saying Golden State beating that ass. God damn, they are. Let me turn it down.
Man, I'm so. Oh, hey.
Yeah,
Uh,
when I was trying to watch the Pacers and Cavs game earlier, like for some reason it kept skipping. Like it kept
uh,
freezing and buffering. So I have to watch it on my phone before I came live.
Mike Conley gave nothing out there. Jeez. Mike Conley gave nothing out there. Alexander Walker gave nothing. Man, Anthony Edwards is terrible, and George Randall's terrible. It was just a strange game, in my opinion.
Damn, they're up by 20. Look, this is what I learned, man. I learned that at least for this year's playoffs, the seeding don't really matter because these higher seeds are losing.
I think the reason why is because when you look at the 2 seed all the way down to like 8, the separation is only like 1 game from each other. If you look at the separation from 2 seed all the way to 8, the separation is only 1 game. Hey, wait a minute though. The
That's
Dallas
why I tried.
Mavericks,
That's why I tried to tell Big Baby.
yeah, but look at 2011. The Dallas Mavericks beat the Lakers and won the championship in 2011. I mean, when they beat the Lakers, they have something to play for. I mean, look at
Correct me
the
if I'm
look at
wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong,
look.
EQ.
Mm-hmm.
But it always seemed like since I've been watching basketball,
But they not beat the
every
Lakers.
every team that eliminates the Lakers either win the championship or make it to the finals.
Yeah, that's what I said about the Mavericks, the Spurs, the Jazz, the Rockets, the. I mean,
I mean, yeah, I was mad when we got swept by Dallas that one year that Dirk was on the team, but I ended up saying, yeah. I mean, at least we got swept by the champions. So we got swept by the team that beat the Heatles.
hey, look at OKC when they beat the Lakers in 2012. They made it to the finals.
It made it to the finals, yeah. And that's what it seemed like. It seemed like every team that eliminates us, or whatever the case, they they make it to the finals at least. I mean, that could very well still be, in place for, the Minnesota Timberwolves. I mean, it's only game one,
The
but
only team, the only team that beat the Lakers and go far in the playoffs was the Phoenix Suns with the Steve Nash days. That was the only team that didn't go far in the playoffs. Other than all the teams that beat the Lakers was the Steve Nash Phoenix Suns.
yeah, but the Kevin Durant Phoenix Suns did.
Oh, you mean the one with Booker and Bridges?
No, not Kevin Durant, but before they got Kevin Durant,
Booker and
when
Chris Paul.
Anthony Davis went down.
Yeah, Booker and Chris Paul.
Yeah,
That Phoenix Suns team.
yeah, they should have ran that team back.
Not the one with
Like,
Chris Paul. Yep.
just imagine if they ran that team back, but replaced Chris Paul with like a Tyrese Halliburton.
I mean, hey, Halliburton wouldn't be who he is if he didn't join the Pacers.
I mean, you didn't think he was good with Sacramento?
I don't think he would have that kind of a role with De'Aaron Fox.
Hmm.
I just think him and Fox are similarities in some ways.
Yeah, they both are ball dominant.
Yeah, the usage rate would be different with Fox than on the Pacers.
I mean, I'm kind of hoping that not because I'm a Curry fan, but I am kind of hoping that the Warriors beat Minnesota because Minnesota losing can provide extra motivation of them trading away some players. And I want some of their players that's on their team. Like it would be great to get like a Jaden McDaniels or an Nicky Alexander Walker or even the what's his name? What's his name? The power forward.
Julius Randle.
Nas Nas Reed. Like if they lose this round, I mean he has a better chance of,
But
exploring free agency.
the problem with Nas Reed is that you have too many players playing the 4 position. We don't have a 5.
He said got to call this episode Rush Hour 2, maybe 3 if it goes 3 hours.
Oh, I think I'm pretty much done after this. Like, there's no way I'm gonna go.
I'm sick of playing games. You, me, everybody's ass around here. Him, I'm gonna kick his ass. I'm sick of this.
Let me
Lee, no, Lee.
Ah, man.
I mean, it's almost at the 3 hour mark.
I know.
2 hours and 41 minutes. I mean, if I'm gonna just say this, if EQ about to call it a night, I could still stay live, but turn it into a regular stream. But as long as EQ is up here, it's Rush Hour 2 right now.
I was just hoping that they get younger players.
He said, "Why you laugh, EQ?"
I just don't like the direction of this team at this point. I keep on getting Band-Aid players on this team.
You know why?
Because LeBron's there.
And he's known as a scab. That's why we keep getting these Band-Aid players.
Dom DeMarco.
Bang, bang, bang.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
Well, the director is La Spielberg. That's a good timeout.
Guess Michelle can't win.
Yeah, EQ was getting tired, man. Look, man, I told you, EQ. You got to stop mess with all them black women. They're gonna tire you out, man. That's that powerful Mushu. Hey, who won the Dodgers game?
I just did.
Yeah. Was that like 29-11?
20. No, shoot, they lost in extra innings. God damn it. See?
Jesus.
I thought they had to lead, but then they lost it. Lost the game.
Come on, Dodgers. You the only LA team that's been
Yeah,
making me happy.
they're 9-9 on the road.
Damn, man.
They're 500 on the road. Yeah.
The only team I can call NBA, I'm not NBA. The only team I can call a champion right now that I like. My Steelers ain't doing shit. Lakers are trying to.
Yeah, all my teams were out in the first round.
Shit, my Steelers is always a fucking. Oh, as long as we got a winning record in the season, that's all that matters. We ain't trying to win nothing.
Let me forget this. The Giants will rise again. I don't know how many quarterbacks they have.
Man, Giants should have.
Wilson, Winston, and Dart. That's 1, 2, 3.
I'm hearing that our quarterback that we drafted is good.
Oh, the guy from Ohio State, Will Howard.
Yeah, I'm hearing that he's good.
Well, they better hope he's something instead
Yeah.
of keep on bringing Aaron Rodgers' name in the table. Golly.
Who got 12 quarterbacks? Giants?
They don't have 12 quarterbacks. Yeah, right, Micah. Stop it. 12
Hey,
quarterbacks.
you better turn some of them quarterbacks into Taysom Hill.
That did not work too well.
A quarterback that can do everything.
We still have what?
Who's
I
that?
don't get it.
You still got Sierra?
Huh?
I'm
Oh,
exaggerating, but we have 4.
DeVito. Yeah, DeVito. Yeah, that's the guy. I forgot about him. Yeah,
Is his
Tommy
first
DeVito.
name? Oh, I thought his
Tommy.
first name was
Tommy.
Danny.
Tommy. Tommy DeVito. Yeah, but I mean, it's man, down by 15.
Man, I'm telling you, man. A lot of times I hate social media, man. I swear.
Well, I hate it too.
It be a lot of dumbasses.
Yeah, I hate it.
That's why I just deal with YouTube. That's why I no longer have a check mark on Twitter because Twitter is fucking stupid. Like if I only use Twitter to have notifications on to us figure out what the fuck is going on in NBA and of course NFL with Adam Schefter. So
um, and, and the internet says, the Golden State Warriors, the Miami Heat, and the Los Angeles Clippers are interested in Jalen Green in the offseason.
Clippers are always interested in everybody, man. They gotta worry about who they got.
But it also says that the Lakers are the favorites to land Jalen Green in the offseason.
Lakers?
Yeah.
Hey, I'll take it.
Not at $30 million. I'm not.
$30 million?
Yeah,
Who
I'm
you
not.
think you kidnapped? Chelsea Clinton?
Not $30 million. Hell no. Not $30 million. No.
He gonna use all that to paint his nails, man.
I'm not taking his $30 million contract that he got. No.
He gonna be a bad influence. He gonna be having Bronny paint his nails.
Unless I'm moving. See, this is tricky then, because no, I'm not trading for Jalen Green. No, I think about it. No, I'm not gonna throw his name out there.
I was just looking at him, Mike. He said, "Who's that player with the dope film star mustache on Golden State?"
What?
He looked like an ex-cop.
You
The
mean
dude on Golden.
James? You mean
That's his name. He looked like he called every gun a firearm. Let me see your firearm, Steve.
wait? Which guy are you talking? What number is he?
Look like he's 61.
Oh, Pat Spencer?
That's him.
Yeah, Pat Spencer. Yeah.
Y'all losing to a dude with a handlebar mustache?
Oh, here we go. That's the guy who got thrown out the game against the Houston Rockets for that one incident with Şengün. Oh my goodness.
They losing to somebody with a handlebar mustache.
He's the guy who got thrown out the game by messing with Şengün. Pass answer.
Well, his mustache hit him.
No, he was trying to do was it a forearm shiver? A forearm shiver. A forearm shiver.
Draymond Green, man.
Hey, the German Green influence. Well, they cut it to 10. Uh-oh.
I still got a 12-point lead on my TV. Told you, man. If long as Anthony Edwards stop having
No,
sex with these women unprotected, he could be the face of the NBA.
no, it's not that. Curry only played 13 minutes.
Oh yeah, he got hurt.
Yeah.
That's why that mustache dude is in there.
Boy, they got no
Uh,
options when Curry leaves the game, man. They got no options.
they got Jimmy buckets.
He's not a Batman.
Nah, he's a Riddler.
And Buddy Hield is not a Batman either. Uh,
Oh man, Warriors about to lose, man. I forgot Curry was out. You ain't got Curry, man. You might as well call it a wrap.
man, what if it's Minnesota, Indiana in the finals? That'll be funny.
That'd be an interesting finals.
The two teams that haven't that team has never made it to the finals, and the team that hasn't made the finals since early 2000s. Yeah, that's crazy.
That'd be a fun finals to watch.
Yeah, Halliburton or Edwards.
That'd definitely be a fun finals to watch.
Yeah, well, Nasri got 19 points off the bench. Um,
Okay, let me ask you a question. I mean, this is actually for everybody that's watching. All the teams that's remaining in the West and the East. What two teams make it to the finals would be the most boring finals out of all the teams that's left?
um, Denver and of all teams that are left, Denver and
Would it be
Boston.
Denver? Yeah, that would be kind of boring.
Denver and Boston.
That would be boring. Remember when all the finals that the San Antonio Spurs was in was boring,
Mm-hmm.
but they always fucking won.
Mm-hmm.
Like that just goes to show, man. Fundamentals works. You ain't got to be flashy to win.
It's
You
not
hear
about
that, boys and girls?
it's not about being flashy to win. It's just that they have no chance to win.
Right. You had
Like,
the best player on the floor at all times, at Tim Duncan. You had
yeah,
probably the best player, probably the best coach on the sideline, Greg
Popovich
Popovich,
and Tim Duncan. Yep.
and they had a great core around him.
Oh, now it's a 9-point lead. Oh boy, this lead is going down so quickly.
If Rudy Gobert was making 30 million, would you trade for him?
It's like the same question if Rudy Gobert was making 30.
And
If
he
Rudy was
came
making,
out and he came out and said he only wants to get traded to the Lakers. Would you trade for him?
I'll probably have to move Rui and Austin Reaves.
Micah said Rudy got to make 20.
Oh, see, Rudy's not making 20. He's making like 40 at this point.
I mean, he does. He showed he does have the potential to be a 2020 guy.
Yeah, if you only have the right facilitator and Luka.
Yeah, you can get 20 points and 20 rebounds out of him.
Mike Conley's not getting him 20 points though. Mike Conley's getting old.
Hey, don't Buddy Hield look almost like the what's that shit? The zebra on Madagascar.
Oh man, that guy. Jeez. Buddy Hill made a 3-pointer. Never mind. Yeah, once you said Buddy Hill's name, I'm like, oh, he made a 3-pointer.
Oh man.
They're up 14.
Now, Buddy Hield look like he'll bite you in a fight.
I'm gonna head out.
All right, man. I'm gonna make this a regular stream, but appreciate you, EQ, man. It was fun talking trades and all that shit with you, man. We know you got to get back to your business. Yeah, man. See you on the next one, man. We about to turn this into a regular episode. Let me take the rush hour off the screen. Go make it into a regular episode, and I'm gonna drop the link. Whoever wants to come up here and have some conversation. Nah, I ain't gonna drop the link. I ain't gonna be on here that long. But he said Tiki call him Big Teeth Buddy. Oh man. Nah. Buddy Hill look like if you swing a bat at his mouth, like the bat is shatter. That's he got some strong ass teeth, man. Like he look like he can open up a beer can with his mouth. He said he look like the sophisticated piranha plant from Mario. Hey, that's how he get out of bed every morning, like that piranha plant. That's how he yawn. His mouth just flap open and close. Hey, how y'all feeling about this Lilo and Stitch, man? Like they got the real version, and I never seen the cartoon version. So how y'all feeling about this Lilo and Stitch? Have y'all seen the previews yet, man? Stitch look cool. He look like himself, but the girl don't look like the fucking girl. Like they could have did better casting for that. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. Sophie, stop biting yourself. But yeah, y'all, yeah. I'm about to go find something to eat, man. I gotta find something to eat on, man, for dinner, bruh. But yeah, uh, just a little, back to what we was talking about, just a little backtrack. We went over this trade. Lakers receive Isaiah Stewart and Lindy Waters. Pistons get Dalton Connect, Gabe Vincent, Shake Milton, and 2 pick swaps. We went over Lakers receive Wendell Carter Jr. Orlando received Dalton Connect, Shake Milton, unprotected 2031 first rounder, pick swaps in 28, 2030. We went over Lakers received Walker Kessler, and Utah received Dalton Connect, unprotected 2032 first rounder, and pick swaps in 26, 28, 30, and 31. We also went over Lakers received Triple J and Brandon Clark, And Memphis received Austin Reaves, Rui Hachimura, Dalton Connect, unprotected 2031 first rounder, and pick swaps in 26, 28, 30, and 32. And the last one we talked about was Lakers received Jared Allen, and the Cavs received Austin Reeves, Dalton Connect, unprotected 2031 first rounder, and pick swaps in 26, 28, 30, and 32. So he said, when you look like the back of Buddy Teeth. We back to the Winya Gabriel jokes, huh? I'm going to say another Winya Gabriel joke before I leave off of here. Let me think of it. Let me think of something. I got to think of something really, really quick. I don't want to hold y'all up right now. Don't want to hold y'all up right now. Don't want to hold y'all up. Oh, okay. This is what Winya Gabriel looked like. Winya Gabriel looked just like Noob Saibot if he was raised in Africa. That's who Winya Gabriel looked like. He looked like Noob Saibot if he was raised in Africa. But yeah, man, I'm about to get off this stage, man. Pause. I'm about to get offline. We'll see y'all later. We'll be back when something breaks or don't break. He said that was good. Thank you, Micah. Thank you. Appreciate that. And hopefully you appreciate my intro music on the way out. This has been Angry Lakers fan representing Lakers World Order. And we out.
Let's get ready to rumble! Making his way to your streaming device. He's the leader of Lakers World Order, bringing you his opinion on all things sports. Angry Lakers fan.